Okay, so we're kind of overdue for a little update. I'm sitting in front of a window right now. It's a very overcast day, but I'll insert some video of yeah, what my skin has been looking like recently or lately. I'm wearing my natural hair, can you believe it? So I went a year without heat. I kept my hair braided up for basically, you know, a year, and this is it. I'm really excited. So I wanted to come in here and talk a little bit about the Naturally Me products by Karen, because I haven't introduced you guys the Skin Lightening Oil. It's down to right here, so within the last, I think about 3 weeks or so, I've got it down to there. And then this is a Skin Lightening Brightening lotion. This lotion has aloe vera, shea, cocoa butter, argan, almond, grapeseed, AHA, root, licorice root, kojic acid, bearberry extract. Yeah, so, and then this is the Skin Lightening Serum. This one has mulberry, bearberry, lemon and licorice root extracts, lactic acid, beta carotene, vitamin E, sodium lactate, and then the rest of it is like a preservative just to keep it good, but these are all natural products. So yeah, and then it came with this. This is a cream, but it's just the cream base, so it does not have any lighteners in it. So you would use a regular lotion, or like you would use like this one. This is just distilled water, aloe vera, shea, cocoa butter, coconut, argan oil, virgin olive oil, almond and grapeseed, lemon and lavender. So you would use something that's just a lotion, and then you would mix it with this, because this is a highly concentrated serum. So you can't just use the serum on your skin. You have to mix it with just, you know, a regular lotion. Or this lotion already has things, all of the skin lightening stuff inside of it, though I would say this serum has more, because this has like the beta carotene and lactic acid, which this one doesn't have lactic acid in it, but it has licorice and bearberry extract and kojic acid. Can say that I told you guys that I got a scar on my leg. That is definitely lightened up. I'm so excited, finally, because it was there for a few months and it just wasn't changing, like it wasn't lightening. So I'm so excited. I really like the, I don't know, just like the look of my skin. You have to be careful with these. Like, I'm also using her 25% lactic lotion, so days I'll alternate. Sometimes I'll just do the lactic acid lotion, other days I'll mix together the base and the Skin Lightening Serum. This is my favorite. I love the scent of this. Oh, it smells so good. But yeah, so I alternate. Sometimes I do these both together. Lactic acid first, and then this Skin Lightening Cream. And yeah, definitely need to wear sunscreen. This is just SPF 30, and this one, obviously it's all natural. It's distilled water, aloe vera, green tea butter, coconut, olive, avocado, almond oil, zinc oxide, green tea, chamomile extracts. So, I know a lot of people don't use the commercial sunscreens that are on the market, because a lot of people are saying like the ingredients that they have that are on the market can cause all types of like sicknesses, illnesses. I don't want to say the big C word because like it hasn't been proven yet, but basically they're doing a lot of research into cancer and some of these sunscreens that are on the market. But so yeah, this is my first time ever really trying an all natural sunscreen, and I like it just because it's thick and it's moisturizing and it doesn't smell like sunscreen. That's the best part. It doesn't smell like sunscreen, because it's so hard to go about your day and smell like, you know, you just got back from the beach or something. As far as for my favorite, I would say I adore this just because the scent. People ask me what am I wearing when I'm wearing this scent, just because it smells so good. I think it's the it's probably the lavender and the lemongrass that's in it that makes it smell so freaking good. You definitely get a huge glow with the Skin Lightening Serum. And then obviously this is just a lotion, so it doesn't have any skin lightening stuff in it. It's just a mixer. But yeah, I don't see me allowing myself to run out of any of these products. They are small. Well, this is 8 ounces, but I've had it for 3 weeks now. Like, I'll have to look back on when I got it in the mail, because it could, think I'm at 3 weeks so far, but so far it's lasted a lot, and that's what it's down to. So I know some lotions, like, you go through it like that and it's like, is it worth the money? I would say these definitely last a while. Like, you could get probably a few months out of them. So I only put them on once a day, and only do once a day because you know, you definitely can, using too many skin lighteners, especially since like they have different acids in it, like you can I don't want to say break out your skin, but you know, you can get like these little red bumps, like, and that's if you overdo it with any type of skin lightener. Like, I mean, once a day for me is fine. I have sensitive skin naturally, so I would not really recommend twice a day, but you're probably not gonna need twice a day. Like, you're already taking other stuff. But yeah, because some people were like, oh well, I use this other lotion and I do it twice a day, or you know, 3 times a day, and it's just like, that lotion must be pretty weak. Like, it must not have like a high strength. Like these, you actually know like what strength of everything like they are. Like, I don't say 25% or 20%, or there's 30%. Since it's natural, it's gonna be, you know, it can be intense. So if you get it like just now, like it's going to work. It's going to work. Just don't overdo it, because you don't want to overwork your skin. And so you don't want to give yourself, you know, just like little red bumps. Like one day, like I overdid it, and like I layered them, and I think I took 2 showers that day, and I layered them, and yeah, my skin was just overworked. So you know, just be careful with this stuff. You know, if it's your first time trying it, because at first I was like, oh, there's 30%, I'm gonna do 30% next time, but I think I'm just gonna stick with 20 to 25%, because since these are natural products, they are more concentrated. It's, you know exactly what's in it, and yeah, so just see how your skin reacts. But I love them. I love them. I like the way it makes my skin look too. I'm just gonna put my hair. I highly recommend these. I want to read some stuff off of the website, because it's actually really helpful. Some of this stuff like you've heard before, but some of it will probably change the way you look at topicals, so I'll just go ahead and read it. Okay, so basically the skin lightening cream melts away dead skin cells. It's true. I found that it's definitely an acid or no, a chemical exfoliation. So if you were to use these, yeah, it's gonna keep the first layer of your skin looking fresh for sure. I noticed it with this one, because like I was more excited to start trying this one, so like I used this one for a few days and I saw the difference immediately. That's when I made the first video, and then I started using this one and I was like, oh, it smells so good. And usually like I layer the both, but yeah, it definitely seems to, I don't know where the dead skin cells go, because you know, I'm not physically buffing it off. But yeah, also you might see some peeling. I started to have some peeling, you know, just on my fingers and my hands. So again, depending on how often you're using it, you may see some peeling in some areas, or you may not. But yeah, it melts off the dead skin on the outer layer, and just shows the healthy smooth skin underneath. It can even out hyperpigmentation and melasma, or it can fade age spots, freckles, acne marks, dark marks. Definitely is fading the dark mark. The scar that I have on my leg, which is just like, finally. And apparently you can even use this for lightening under eye circles. So the first bit of advice is just having patience, and that it's just basically going to vary from person to person. So if you're trying to do 1 to 2 shades, it'll take longer than if you're just trying to brighten your skin and get a healthy glow. If you guys noticed when I was talking about the lactic acid, the amlactin that I was using before this, I was pretty sure to tell you guys, like, this is just a brightener. Like, it's just a brightener. Like, you're not going to get a shade lighter or 2 shades lighter just off of amlactin. I used it for 4 or 5 months, and alone, it's not, trust me, you'll see the difference. Like, if you wanted it to be a lightener, you'd have to mix in something else. So yeah, know the difference between lightening and brightening. I could tell that my skin, like, it was like, I don't know, I told you guys I could start to see like the dead skin cells like before I started using the products. I was like, oh yeah, you can see patches where it's dark and then you can see the lighter underneath. After a week on that, it started like to even that out, so I was like, woohoo. Number 2 is just consistency. Just be consistent, do it every day, and basically on here it's saying that it helps build up strong inhibitors to stop the production of melanin. I did not know that topicals could do that. I thought that was I don't know, mostly like an internal thing, but apparently topicals can. A lot of people on here say that they were on steroid creams and then they switched to glutathione and MSM and like they're getting darker. Now I know why. Because, you know, once you stop using those creams, you know, your skin starts to revert. I don't think for people who stop using steroid creams when they switch to all natural, that's not going to be permanent, like you darkening back up. Eventually you're going to get back to where you were and then hopefully go even lighter than what you started out with, but basically you would probably build up those inhibitors, and so as long as you were using the product, you were looking lighter, and then you stop and you try to use, you know, an internal lightening method and you notice you have to build back up again. So off on a tangent. Okay, step number 3 is to exfoliate. Basically the skin lightening ingredients cannot penetrate dead skin, so basically you have to use it every day. You have to exfoliate. I think the dead cell like turnover rate is like 30 to 40 days. Apparently it goes based off of your age as well, so older people, your skin is going to turn over every 45 to 90 days. Obviously if you're exfoliating as well as using different topicals, then that boosts it up and you'll start to get results quicker. So the 4th piece of advice is do not check your skin every day. Yes, like do not check to see if it's gotten lighter every day. Like you're gonna make yourself go crazy. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Sadly that's not how it works, well, for me anyways. Like just keep it hidden away. Don't if you want to do weekly just to see the health of your skin, you could definitely see that. Obviously if I ever like switch products, I can tell if I have as much of a glow as I did last week based off of, you know, just a week of using a new product. So, you know, if you want to give it a week, but don't be trying to see if you're getting lighter within a week. Like give it, you know, at least 4 weeks and then be like, oh yeah, I'm getting lighter. But you can definitely see brightness and glow within a week or so. But skin lightening takes longer. Well, here the 5th piece of advice is using skin lightening products, and maybe if you want faster results, applying it 2 times a day. This 2 times a day, it's just going to depend on, you know, your skin. If you have sensitive skin, I would say once a day for these products in particular are fine. If you want something weaker, because I know like there's tons of different products on the market, then maybe you can get away with twice a day. I personally cannot. Once a day is fine with me, and I'm happy with the rate at which my skin is, you know, changing. So it does say that if you're applying your product for 4 months every day and all of a sudden you stop using it, that basically you're going to start producing melanin again. So while these do have melanin inhibitors, it's not going to be permanent. If you stop using it, you will get darker again. Obviously I'm pairing this up with MSM and glutathione, so we won't have to worry about that. But for someone who's just using topicals and they're not using anything else, then yeah, you definitely don't want to stop. But anyways, I think that was oh, step number 6. So the 6th piece of advice is just sunscreen. Wear sunscreen. Wearing sunscreen, I think it depends on your lifestyle. For some of us, if you are sitting at a desk all day indoors, you're probably gonna be fine. Like if you go into work at like, you know, 6, 7 o'clock, you know, drive there, like the sun isn't even up by that time. And if you're getting home or getting off work like at 5 or 6, like you're probably not gonna have a lot of sun exposure. Once I changed up my lifestyle and I moved, that's when I started noticing that I was getting more sun because I was out during the day, I was in the car for long periods of time, and yeah, now I have to wear sunscreen. But I will say the first 4 to 5 months of my skincare journey, I did not wear sunscreen. I just didn't. So, but I didn't need to. So each person, this is, you know, it just depends. So on here it says you should start to see the first signs of skin lightening within 4 to 8 weeks. I can attest to that. This is definitely boosting up my results, and I will say I basically was really excited to do topicals because, one, I told you I started being in the sun more, and number two, if I wanted to drink, or if I had a day where I wasn't sticking strictly to, you know, my routine of, you know, this at this time, this at this time, this at this time, like I wanted something to fall back on that I knew that I was still lightening, like, I don't know, just an extra line of defense. If you're just relying on glutathione or just relying on MSM, I don't know, everyone's different, but I just felt like I wanted something else to help get me there faster, and yeah, not to help me slack off per se, but if I wanted to have some drinks and go out and party a few nights a week, then I could, and I wouldn't worry about, oh, I'm gonna get darker because I'm doing something else to keep my skin light. So yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. These are all on Etsy, and I don't know if the shipping is out of the country. Obviously, if I was going out of the country, I would make sure that I have a full stock of this before I leave. That's just me personally, but yeah, for in the US, it's also all handmade, so you got to give time for, you know, production and all that, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I like it. Those of you who are part of the email list, do not worry. I have not been updating the email list. There's probably nothing wrong with your email. I just haven't been updating it for the past 2 weeks, but I'm gonna get back into it this week. Yeah, I was just adjusting, but now I'm adjusted. So yeah, we're gonna get back on the email list. If you want to sign up, you can email me. I'll have my email down below. And yeah, basically it's just like a daily kind of skin lightening topic, beauty topics, and it's just sent to your email. But yeah, for those of you who are already part of it, just know there's nothing wrong with your email. I just haven't been on top of it. But I'm back.